Sure, let's start. So, Divakar, so we have to always make sure, Divakar and Lava, that our object names are always capitalized, which means the first letter will be always capital.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so we have to make sure that if it is two word object name, so first word plus the second word of the second, second words, the first letter should be capital. So it should follow the capital camel case, basically. So that's one thing. Good that you guys started it. Good, good. So today we're gonna learn about formula field, lookup relationship, and then master relationship. So those are the important data types in Salesforce. That's why I kept it for today. Now let me, give you a basic theory class for that first. Okay. So formula field. Okay. As the name states, formula. Okay. So it means it will be calculated based on some formula. Okay, which you will be writing inside a field. Some formula. Now there could be three ways, okay? Three ways to build a formula, basically. Okay. That this is something very, very important. Three ways to build a formula. Okay. This we will discuss. And also you have to make sure that the field which you are creating, it will be read only. It will be read only. It means you cannot edit this field. Okay. Formula fields are not editable at all. It means you just can see the data. That's it. You cannot edit that data. Reason being, it is calculated based on formula. As simple as that. Okay. So that's the main thing. Three ways to build a formula. So first is simple. You hard code a value. Hard code a value. It means just put a value. It will show you. Okay. Whatever value is there, it will show you. Second is use any mathematical formula, okay, or any formula which you want to show the data. Show the data. Use any mathematical formula or any formula which is given by Salesforce, because Salesforce gave in itself some formulas. Okay. So based on that, you can show the data. Third and last is based on it can help you to fetch the data from the parent. Okay. From the parent record. Okay. We will learn about the parent record as well. Okay. So these are the three core features of the formula field. That's the reason it is important. Okay. You may want to automatically calculate a value based on some values on your record. So that's how you can use a formula. Sometimes you want to show some default value inside that field, which cannot be updated by anyone. Only system admin can update that. So that's what hard code means. You put some static word in that, it will show it as it is. The mathematical, like simple interest calculation based on some values, you can do it. Some multiplication, division, or any kind of such formula, you can use it. Salesforce provide some formula in itself, which I will show you guys while we are doing some practical exercise. And the next is data from the parent record. So parent record, this you will learn when you will be learning lookup and master detail relationship. Okay. This thing you guys will be learning when you have these relationship built. Okay. So that's about the formula field. Now comes the lookup relationship. Okay. So this is when it comes to a relationship, as a name says, lookup relationship means one relationship with another object. That's what lookup relationship means. So it means how can we relate one object with other? Okay. So it's just a link which will be built between the two objects with the help of lookup relationship. Okay. That's first point. Second point is it is not mandatory to have link if you have lookup relationship. It means it's an optional relationship. Okay. Second is you can build a parent-child relationship, basically parent-child relationship with the help of lookup relationship. Okay. Now the main thing which you have to remember, okay, most of the people get confused. How can you recognize what is parent and what is child between the lookup relationship? Okay, so remember this line, important line. Okay, the field on which the field on which let's do this way. 1 second. So Divakar and Lava. So this is important. I mean, whenever the object on which the field is getting created is the child, it would be child record. Okay. And the object to which the lookup relationship is getting created is called parent. Okay. So this you have to always keep in mind. And this is common for both lookup relationship and master relationship. Okay. Now next is master detail. Master detail relationship. Okay, just 5 more minutes for the theory and we will be done. Okay. Same thing. It means how an object can be related. This is going to be same. And in this part, it is mandatory actually. Without parent, you cannot have a child. That's what it says. Okay. As the name says master detail, it means there will be a master. Without master record, there cannot be a child record. It is mandatory to have a link if you have master relationship. Okay, that's mandatory relationship. And you can build a parent-child relationship with the help of same. You can build a relationship between this. Okay, so this is important. The next key thing is if parent is deleted, okay, in this case, child will also get deleted. It's automatically like if parent is deleted, child will automatically get deleted. That is what the master relationships has that spatial, feature. But it is the same is not applicable for lookup. A parent related child will not get deleted. Okay. So that is something which is important. Okay. Any doubts so far between the definitions?
Yes, you understand.
Yeah. Now let's go ahead and see one by one. So same process. You click on new. Okay. Then you select lookup relationship. Okay. You click next. It will ask for to which object you want to build a relationship. Okay, guys, tell me, student will be child or parent? When we are building relationship right now, we are building on student, right? This field we are creating on student. So student will be child or parent?
Student will be a child.
Exactly. And parent will be account. Okay. To which object we are building? It's account. So it will be parent for the student. So the name will be account. Okay. Child relationship name. You guys don't need to know about it right now. This would be, useful when you will be doing programming. Okay. For now, you can keep it as it is.
So your account is the parent.
Yes, account is a parent. You're right. You can make it required. It's optional. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the one. Next is clear the value field. You cannot choose this option if you make the field required. Okay. So there are some cases. Okay. It's saying what to do when lookup record is deleted. It means if parent is deleted, what do you want to do it? So right now what we say is on the child record, it will clear that lookup field value. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah. So guys, this is important. I mean, whenever you are deleting a parent, so on the child record, that lookup field will be cleared. So this is that option if you want to select. But let's suppose you don't want, until unless the childs are deleted, you don't want to delete the parent. So at that time, you can check this radio button. I repeat, let's suppose in your family, okay, um, Devakar is the elder brother and younger brother is there. So now Devakar is going outside to, study, to do higher studies. But there is a dependency, okay? Younger brother cannot leave, because he has some, Devakar is idle for him. So there is a hard dependency. So either Devakar, should find one more idol for his brother, then only he can leave it. Okay, so that's how this work. Okay, Devakar cannot go, so that's how it works. But at the same time, if you check this box, it means Devakar can go. It's an option. So that's about this thing. Now you go to next, and then you are. I mean, this is the main page. You don't need to learn that. I mean, all that for now for interview purpose.
So to separate that link up, you have to tick that icon, right?
Yes, I mean by default it is checked. This clear. This is
Okay.
default.
Okay.
Yeah, it will clear that particular field value. I'll show you how it works. These are the permission which you guys have already seen. This is just the layout on which you guys, the previous one was a layout on which you are putting that lookup field. Now, if you click on next, remember, I'm building a relationship. It means students are child, account is parent. If you understand this, mastery tell you will understand easily. That's the reason I'm just trying to focus on this more. So
Okay.
account is a parent right now. So one parent can have multiple child, correct?
Yes.
So now how can one account, which is a parent, can see his multiple childs? So that is with the help of related list. There's something called related list. It means account can see the related records in that list. So it need to be added on account layouts. So there is something called layout, right? You guys were seeing record details on a layout. Similarly, these are also account layout. On them, you want to add a related list where you can see all the student linked to an account. So that's the use of this particular page, which is your sixth page and final page. We will see how it is meaningful, okay? How it works basically. So we have created our first relationship, okay? And that's a lookup relationship, which is not mandatory. Now we will see how it usually work, okay? So let me go to the student object, okay? I went ahead. So this is app launcher. I went to my student app, student tab. It came here. Now I'll create a new record, okay? If you see here, if I come down, there is a account field. It has a search icon. It means you can search account here. Okay. If the account is not present, you can create a new from here. So which means now you're creating a new record under a different object. Object is account. Okay. So this is one way you can create a new fresh record under account from here itself. Second is you go to account tab first. Okay. You come here, you create a record here, okay? Okay, the name is DV, okay? Now I'll just save it, okay? The account with DV is created. Now I'll go back to the student again, okay? So this is different object, this is different object. So we have built a relationship between them, okay? So which means a student can come from account. It means account is nothing but a company. Okay, so it's a student can be part of one company. That's how, if you want to make a logical sense between them. So an student is a part of one company, so which is a name named as DV. Okay, and then you are linking it and saving it. So now we know that this student is part of DV company if you go to student and see. But at the same time, let's suppose DV company is trying to review his students. Now DV company can come here. They have to click on related. They have to come down. Okay. And if you see, they can see it's a student here. So this is the related list, which I have told you guys, right? Right, that I'm adding related list on account layout. This is it. Okay. From here also you can create new student. Let's suppose one company want to attach one student to itself. If you see, I click new, then account is already populated, which means that you're creating a new record of a student from the account. That's the reason account itself is populated. Okay, company is creating, in simple one word is, a company is creating a student. Okay, so that's how it work basically. So from here also you can create the student records. Any doubt?
No, fine.
Okay. I'm unable to type anything from my keyboard. Something is happening. Okay, no problem. I'll just save it. Okay, sorry, it's a fees field, right? So in fees field, you can only give the numbers. Okay, I mean the currency, right? I was just thought of giving, Lava's name here. So now see, two students are linked to it. Now the good thing is you can, navigate from here on the student easily. You see, you navigate it to student tab easily, and here you can see all the details, right? So that's how the relationship work. You can navigate from here to there, there to here. You can link such records over there. You can link such records here. So in live projects, how the company works, for these relationship is, so let's suppose you are working in a, university object or university application. There, one student is, can borrow more than one book, right? So book is a one object, student is one object. So parent will be a student, book will be child. Now one student can have multiple books being borrowed, and so you have to create multiple book. So librarian will create multiple book records, and he can attach it with a student, that this student has taken this book on this date. So that's how, you can logically think and design such applications. You himself can design such application. Moving next, I'll go ahead and build a master data relationship. Exactly, it is same. Okay, so you guys will learn it in 5 minutes. You just select master detail, click on next. We'll follow the same. You select object. Okay, now object which you want to select is, let's suppose, same account. Okay, and I'll just name it as parent account. Parent account. Okay, you read name. Yeah, I've just given the name. Okay, read write. Let's go to this. It is not that helpful for now. Okay, just make sure you learn this. Allow reparenting, which means you can change the parent, which means you can change the primary account. If you check it, it will be changeable. If not, you cannot change it once it is created. I'll show you guys how it works. Okay, you go next. If you see, you cannot change any permission on this because it is mandatory field. As I told you guys in the notes, it is always mandatory. Without master, there cannot be a child. Okay, you have to add it on layout. There's no option that you cannot. It is optional that you can remove the related list, but we want to show the data. See what error we got exactly. Okay, so you cannot create a master detail. There is a special feature. You cannot create a master data relationship if there are record existing. Okay, which means you have the students right now, correct? And they don't have master record, right? If you are creating a master detail relationship, these students should be deleted because these are orphanage student, right? Because they don't have master, right? So far. So you have to either delete them or you will not be able to create a master detail relationship because orphan students are not allowed. Okay. Because it's a master detail relationship. So as I told you guys, it's a tightly coupled relationship. It's something like a child is not possible without a parent, as simple as that. So that's the reason it is asking to delete these childs. Then only you can create a master data relationship. That's the reason I'm deleting them. Understood, guys? Any doubt? This is important. In interview, the interviewer can 100% ask what is the difference between lookup relationship and master detail relationship. And you guys have to, in admin interviews, basically. Okay. And you guys have to answer the one which I have given the notes, and we can add this point also. Okay. Here. If the records are already existing for childs, we can't create master detail relationship. Yeah. Same is not applicable for lookup. Okay. So now I'll go ahead. I'll click on back, one step back. Now I'll click on save. And this time I'm able to create it. Okay. I gave it as name as primary account. You see, we have it. Now I can create the records. Okay. So that's how the master detail and these things work. And if you see, if I try to save it, okay, I'll get the error. Required fields is missing. Okay, because I have not filled that master field. Okay, though it is not available on layout because I need to refresh it, but that's the use case, guys. Okay, you have to link it with parent account. Okay, so now we'll move ahead with next, which is a formula field. Okay, and let me create a one. So this is the formula field. Okay, you go ahead and give it a name. Let's suppose phone number. I would say default phone number. Okay, default phone. Okay, so this is a formula field which I'm creating. It is again asking what is the return type, which means what value it should show. Is it going to show some checkbox, which means true, false, which will be automatically shown. If you see example also, today is greater than close date, which means if it is true, it will be checked. If it is false, it will be unchecked. So that's how condition based checkbox. Currency means to show some amount. Okay. Date means to show some date automatically based on some, calculation. Date time, same thing. Automatically calculation, show some date time. Number, calculate something and show some number. In our case, either number can work or text can work. Okay. Percentage calculation, showing time. So that's how it works. So most of the time, if you want to hard code something, go for text. Okay. If you go for number, you will have, that commas between the after, 3 digit, you get comma, right? It just that normal like 9,99,9, like this. Okay. So this is how number works. But right now I have taken as text. So now if I have to hard code some default number, okay, and it is text, right? Text will always be shown enclosed in single quotes. So you have to put it into single quotes. Then only text will work. If you don't put it, let's suppose if I'm not putting it, I'm doing some mistake. And let's see it says for you. If I click on next, if you see, it didn't allow me to go next, and the error is formula result is type number and incompatible with expected data type as text. It is expecting text, but I am giving number. That's what it is saying. So I should give it as text. And as I said, text can be enclosed in single quotes. That's how you can recognize that it is a text. Okay, you click next. Now you will be able to save it. Okay, as I told you guys, it's a read only. Okay, that's the reason if you see read only checkbox is true. Okay, formula fields are always read only, you cannot edit them. So I've created a default formula field. Okay, how it appears, okay, I'll just refresh it. I'll show you guys how it works on the UI side. Okay, I come here, I gave some fees, I gave parent account. Till now you are unable to see that field, remember, okay, because formula fields you cannot see them here. This is a edit form where you can fill the data, right? But formula field you cannot fill a data, it will be automatically shown. That's the reason it didn't came on edit page. Now it is this is called detail page. The other one was a edit page. Now if you see default phone is there, other field has a pencil icon, but these two field don't have pencil icon. For master detail, if you remember, allow reparenting was false. We made it as false. It means parent cannot be changed once it is created. If you want to change a parent, you have to check that box, allow reparenting on the master detail and formalize this. Okay. So this is how default one hard code. First thing I told you guys, right? Hard code a formula. Okay. In our notes, if I go back, the first point was hard coding a value. So this is what it is. Now I'll go back and go for the another one, which was mathematical calculation. Okay, or you can say some formula based calculation. For tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you guys have some homework, which means you guys have to learn some Salesforce formula. I'll give you guys a list of 10 to 15 formulas. Okay, you guys need to learn that. Okay, now, and I want to show some data here. So let me go to record page based on some formula. I want to show, let's suppose I want to show the roll number and email address together. Okay, in one field. So I would say roll with email. Okay, I want to show roll number with email together. Okay, so we will create a formula for this. Okay, so roll number and email, one is auto number field, another is a email field. Now if we have to join them, we cannot have it in number, we'll give it as text because email is considered as a string values. Okay, then always a string value wins. Okay, but if currency and number field you want to formulate, you have to go for number data type. If you want to formulate, some true false value, you have to go to checkbox. So now you will be learning how to concatenate two fields. So in that case, here two tabs are there. Always click on advanced formula tab. Forget about simple formula. You guys learn from the advanced. And here are some Salesforce formula given by Salesforce. Okay, you can use them. Okay, I'll give you a list which you guys have to learn, around 10 formulas. Tomorrow I'll share that. Just learn them. Those are the important one. Okay, other are rarely used. Okay, now insert field is an option which you guys see. From here you can insert any field. Operator, this says if you want to do some mathematical calculation, you can use this. Now in our case, as I told you guys, we have to merge the auto number. I click on insert field, student. These are the student fields which we created. From here I'll take the roll number which was auto number. I click the insert. Okay, then I need to join one more email. I click it. I click on insert. Now two fields are there. Now let's see. I click on next. Let's see what error we will get. Remember, you guys will be learning from errors. Okay, you never go for happy path. Try to find a difficult path because with that path you can learn a lot of things. It says extra is a email. Email is extra because Salesforce is unable to recognize these two. What exactly are these two? Okay, so you have to join these two with a operator called concatenate. Okay, this. So you click on it, you get this operator. Now let's see what we get. I click next. Okay, I'm able to go for it. So both are concatenated. I go next. I'll be able to create my next formula. Okay, so that's how it works. Now let me create another formula field. Okay, now what I want is I want to show the detail from the parent. So account type. There is a field on account called type. I want to show that on the child record. So I name it as this. Click on next. Okay, because it's a text field for me. I'll create it. Again, I click on insert field. If you see, the parent is account. So there is an arrow here. From here, you click it, you will be able to get the parent data. So this way you can get 5 level of data. Okay, total 5 level of data you can get it. And now from here you can, get any field detail. Okay, you click type, you insert it, that's it. You click on next. So that's how you can do it. Okay, so we have a error. It says pick list field. Okay, so this is a pick list field. Type is a pick list. So you have to use is pick val.